I have no doubt that there are well-intentioned, good-hearted captains of industry out there in charge of companies who sincerely want to work together with the working class to create useful products and a great quality of life for all. These honorable business leaders exist, and I would like to address myself to both of them. Consider, Facebook runs ads for settlements and the Israeli army. Microsoft provides AI and cloud tech to Israel's obliteration forces. Google is weaponizing AI. Amazon and Twitter, forget about it. Now, you two honorables, can you come up with social media that aren't antisocial, please? I'll wait. Contrary to popular belief, President Grift has ideas. They're just not new or good. His idea to raise Gaza and build a new Riviera there was previously implemented by him at 100 Central Park South, a rent-stabilized building he bought in 1981. He cut off the heat and all repairs, then raised it to build a Riviera on Central Park. He resorts to making refugees and then makes, what's the word I want here? Resorts. But again, these are not just the ideas of one asshole. Seizing Canada was propounded by John Quincy Adams, Walt Whitman, and Harry-ass Truman. 6 out of 10 people distrust the Republicans, and 7 out of 10 distrust the Democrats. Therefore, since the public does not support either corporate parties or fascist ones, it is expected that unions and socialists will form a new party, or more likely, several. Meanwhile, the State Department is eliminating all funding for the UN as part of its The World Last program, and curtailing cultural exchanges as being bad for culture. Global health and humanitarian aid will be cut by 50% since they only benefit shithole people. Remember, if you only care about yourself, that's how you lose yourself. President I Lie Best's 30,573 lies, or 21 per day, in his first term, could be surpassed easily in Terminator 2 if you count his accomplices' accomplishments in the misinformation contest. These post-truths, part of the Project Disinformation Enlargement Imperatives, or DEI, is coordinated by a machinery of bullshit, or mob, and has featured a contract to study the menstrual cycles of transgender men, actually a study of the materials used in tampons. Condoms for Hamas, which of course were used to make bombs. Measles vaccines that kill, and so on and so back, if not forth. Post-truths are in fact not to be taken literally, as they are in fact negotiating strategies. They do, however, often become policy, a polite word for death. Not of your daughter, but of someone else's. So never mind. The great benefit of the current coup regime being, you never have to think about other people again. They say that if everyone had to work a day in a meat packing plant, slaughterhouses wouldn't exist. While certainly treasonous to the United States of America, it does make a point. If you have to stop to think about the feelings of others, your GDP will suffer, along with your 401k. Your EQ, emotional quotient, will soar, but you can't eat that. Freedom! Finally, government employees will be able to wear political symbols of support for the dear leader, and more good news, for bad people anyway. It's easier to deport people if they're dead. So, just take away their social security numbers. Who needs more money in the coffers anyway? And their lives are financially terminated. Side effect, the resignation of IRS workers who don't care to participate in, shall we say, illegal and cruel policies. Can't please everyone. Felon Musk opined that regulations should be default gone, and now he is, I guess. Now that government is off the backs of the people it was helping, state overreach is no longer stifling the American energy industry, which is now free to achieve more stifling temperatures. In his first term, which should never have been brought to term, Boss Tweet lost 76% of the cases he brought trying to terminate the environment. Now he's working smarter, trying to redefine showerhead. Words matter, though not as much as his beautiful hair, which will certainly be on Mount Flushmore, if not his whole head, which may become the victim of stronger toilet flushing legislation, which in this case, I support.